What is up, Clashers? So today I decided to play the most toxic deck in Clash Royale to test out this new rage that they implemented into the game. So it can kill things like spear goblins and skeletons. It does splash damage. I think it does at level 11 like 60-ish damage to the crown tower. With that Hog Mega Knight deck with E-Barbs and Rage, I went 3-0. Just three simple matches here. Nothing crazy. But I did run into somebody named Mid-Ladder Menace, which I love. Keep up the mid-ladder names here, guys. I might actually steal that one day. I don't know. Trainer Dan is my name currently. Mid-ladder Menace does fit in pretty well with mid-ladder man, but who knows? We'll check that out in the future. So this first match here is against a fellow Mega Knight player, although he is not running the most toxic deck in the world like I am, so he just loses immediately, because I'm running the most despised deck, which is Hog Mega Knight Ebarb Rage. No skill required. I personally believe that Hog Mega Knight is requires less brain power to play than E Giant or Elixir Golem. Both of those, it's so brain dead. Literally, what you do is you just go Hog Bridge, and then if they counter it with anything, you just Mega Knight, and then you just repeat that, rinse and repeat. But to start off the match here, he's going to go out with a knight into the back. Very safe play. I wait a little bit to play my muskie because I want my musketeer to have the knight cross the bridge, so I can get some value out of that ice spirit. So although I leak a little bit of elixir, it might make up for that here in a second. So what I do is I kite it farther away, and I use my underleveled musketeer to absolutely destroy it. He goes executioner, but it's too late. I already got the Mega Knight out. He can't win. He tries to use his Mega Knight to beat my Mega Knight. My Mega Knight's just better though, so it destroys his executioner, and then deals a pretty hefty amount to his Mega Knight. Speedrun for most Mega Knights said in one sentence there. So I counter that with bats, and then I have my E-Barbs ready for his Musketeer. Boom, boom, Musketeer's dead, and I have this Rage. I'm very excited to try it out, although I missed the Rage. I was kind of like trying to predict skeletons or something, but it still works just well enough to, the first one gets a hit, and the second one survives onto the tower. He goes in for a Barb Barrel to save his tower there, but it's to no avail because my Hog Rider's already on it. He has 0 elixir. Look at that dude's 4 elixir. Boom, tower gone. That's why I love this deck. Well, actually, I despise this deck terribly, but it's fun to play because it's so easy to win. And typically most of your opponents will just give up after 1 crown, which so he goes Valkyrie back. And then decides to fireball my musketeer, which is the sad part about having a poor underleveled musketeer, is everybody just wants to fireball her because she's annoying. So I go for a ice spirit on this Valkyrie, lets it cross the bridge, and it still gets that value out of the princess there. Not really sure what to play, trying to wait and see what he does, so I decided to just go E-Barb Rage because, I mean, you can't go wrong with an E-Barb Rage. Although I missed the Rage, I do like how they decreased the radius of the Rage, because if they hadn't done that, I feel like it would have just been game over. Everybody would be running Rage. But with this new, like, rework, I guess is what you would call it. You wouldn't call it a nerf. Um, I don't necessarily like it, but I think it just changed a bounced card to another bounced card. I don't really think it hurt or helped the Rage. Although, as you can see, when in the next few matches here, when I'm playing against Tombstone, it is very effective because, I mean, what are they going to do? Use skeletons? I just Rage. My Hog survives, and it has a plus 35% increase on its attack speed. That is insane. And as you can see, he gives me a little cheeky thumbs up there. I hit him with a good game. Well played by him, but my deck was just more toxic. So, I win. That's how the ladder goes. Yeah, we're going to hop into the second match here.
Guys, this next match is against Dark Goblin SV. He's running a very simple 2.6 Hog Rider deck. But, because it's less toxic than mine, I just win. Super easy. So he cycles Ice Spirit back, so I cycle my Ice Spirit back so I can play with my Hog. But he just manages to log that away and play a cannon to get rid of that Hog. I actually decided to skip the Tombstone deck because all he was doing was playing Graveyard. And that wasn't actually very entertaining to watch, I realized. So just trying to keep you guys' best interests at heart. He's going to fireball away my poor Musketeer. That's what I get for having an underleveled Musketeer. But I'm just going to go E-Barbs, Rage, Bats here at the bridge. I tried to predict arrows, hoping that would help, but they kind of just die. He's spam on clap emotes because, I just failed an E-Barbs Rage push at the bridge. Although he's not up a ton of elixir, so his defense was kind of mid. So I'm going to go with a Hog and an Ice Spirit here. It's only going to get a few hits because he has that log prepared for it. And he's going to go in with a hog of his own. I play my little Goblin Burning, and I realize I have bats to defend. So, I play those bats, and I'm actually up 1 hog swing, so that's pretty cool. We're also even on the elixir, so that makes it even better. Yeah, so we're just going to charge up a little bit here. I'm trying to think of what to play because I know that he has that Fireball again, but I kind of want to get rid of the Musketeer so I can cycle Rage for my E-Barbs. Plus, if he Fireballs, it allows me to have great value out of those E-Barbs and the Hog, because if he uses that Fireball, then he can't play him on my E-Barbs, which are very susceptible to that Splash. So he's going to distract them with an Ice Golem, which I know that he's going to do, and it's a very big problem. But you know what? I'm just going to Rage it all up. And again, I fail another E-Barb Rage Push Bridge. Very disappointing, but I know because he used log that he doesn't have the log, so I go in with the Ice Spirit there, and it comes out to prove very valuable for me. My hog gets a ton of damage. Look at that. Boom, all the way down to 74 HP, which is almost enough for just for 1 rage spell, actually, almost. I think rage has like 50 to tower. But he goes in for a very nice Fireball predict on my bats. His hog goes in, he gets a decent amount of damage. I'm just going to arrows to get rid of his tower, make sure there's no mistakes later in the game, because 3 elixirs a lot to just have in the pocket, always, just in case. Now watch my hog here. I go in for hog left side, he counters with skeletons, I just use rage. Look at how much damage it's getting. That's actually insane. It gets rid of half of his tower, just off of a 6 elixir push. He defended with 1 elixir, but it's not enough to stop me. He's just desperately spamming naked hogs at the bridge, but unlike me, he doesn't have that amazing power to play rage and arrows and just continuously spam. So I end up winning this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content, seeing the new rage and some gameplay. I actually have a question for you guys. Do you guys prefer to see long form videos, like closer to 11 minutes, or you guys prefer videos closer to 7 minutes? Leave me a comment down below, and if you enjoy the videos, drop a subscribe, that'd be very helpful. Yeah, leave any comments you guys want me to read. I'll catch you guys in the next one.